This is what converting a van in Norway looks like.
Here we go.
So it begins, a new chapter for us. We just picked up our dream van, which will spend all our available time converting the next months. It's the middle of winter and conditions are far from perfect for building a camper van, with temperatures dropping below -20 degrees Celsius. And if you think it looks like any other cargo van, you'd be correct, as this 4x4 Sprinter is nothing but a blank canvas at this point. For this thing to do what we need it to do, there is no time to waste and the conversion needs to start right now. So we are shortly reaching the place where we're gonna start chopping holes in the chassis of our new van, which is kind of frightening, but I'm sure we'll manage somehow. And we have a few windows we want to do today. Wish us luck. An illustration of where the window will come. First things first, let's get these panels.
Okay, so we made the hole.
Oh.
So it's the big question. Will the window fit?
We'll see. This is probably not the correct way to do this. Okay, so we're about to start on the sliding door where we want to install another window, just like the one we did last time. We have just marked out a few places where we're gonna drill some pilot holes, and then we're gonna tape up from the outside and use the jigsaw. What have I done?
Pretty fine.
satisfied with the results?
Can't complain, I did it myself. So. I like the tinted glass.
Now there's a good cross breeze in the van if we open them both, I hope. And these are quite convenient because you have the mosquito net.
The combi thing here. Mosquito net on the upper side and then blackouts.
We're looking to extend the camping season into the colder months, as it feels like half of the year in Norway is winter. After sound deadening the chassis, we start working on the Armaflex insulation with a mix of 19 and 25mm sheets. And our new van is way too tall to fit into any normal parking garage.
Now we have street parking near our apartment, but yeah, the last time we parked there it didn't go so well. So
Yeah.
we spared the LED bar, but our number plate took a hit. The chassis on the right side also took a hit and is cracked right next to the sensor. So it's like constantly peeping. So we need to get it to the car shop and get it fixed. Sadly, some
unnecessary challenges.
Yeah.
As we try to squeeze in time for the van build between other tasks, sometimes we simply have to do things while parked in the street, like this freezing day, which nicely illustrates why the insulation will be a crucial part of the conversion. This is what the progress looks like now. Benedict is struggling a little bit. We have done the back section, and also here it's done. You can see we're missing some parts, but we will do that eventually. Having fun?
Might not be my favorite part, but it's a good feeling knowing that the van will be as warm and comfy as possible.
Indeed. Outside, not so comfortable. From working in the back of the van, we realized how dark the space felt. Putting in rear windows would certainly help. Just another thing we've never done before. What could possibly go wrong? So far, so good. And here we are applying the primer before we can glue the windows to the doors. So spring is not exactly around the corner just yet. Anyway, we have to get some progress done on the van, because now we need to look at some exterior details.
Not the best timing, but what can you do when you not have a garage?
This is kind of fun actually, despite the snow.
Comment? Any comment?
Any comment? This is what we're working with in here. Absolute chaos. We're pretty stoked with how it turned out. I think it looks pretty much as they were there from the factory, to be honest. And it made such a huge difference with the light in the back of the van. So this is an upgrade I think you should strongly consider if you have a stock cargo van. So you're looking at the template we're going to use to cut out holes in the flares. Spoiler alert, we will be installing flares here in the coming days. And this is the window we will fit eventually. And so this is the template to cut out, and now we're going to make a slightly bigger template just to visualize where we would like to have the windows mounted on the flare. We'll grab the flares from its boxes and try to fit them on the exterior. Kind of a weird way, but the best way we figured. It's cold outside. Okay, so a short recap. We have now tried to fit the flares on the outside, and we have made a template which indicates where the outside of the window will look like. This is the end result, and I think the surface here is really smooth and the window fitted just fine. And I'm kind of impressed with these panels because they are already insulated from the manufacturer, which is nice because then we can just tweak the outside and put some fabric on the inside or whatever we choose to do, and it's all good. As the installation of the flares got a bit interesting, I will save it for the next episode of the build series. Hit that subscribe button and stay notified for the release of episode 2. Now, back to our living room, where we seek shelter from the cold temperatures while being able to do some kind of progress on the conversion. Building a camper van is all about doing things in the right order. We realized that fitting a roof rack requires bolts straight through the roof, which in turn means mounting the roof rack before finishing the ceiling inside the van. As you probably figured by now, we are working on attaching the roof rig today. So now we have loosened all of the factory plugs, and we will use those holes to attach this bad boy right here. And it's kind of heavy, and it's a tall vehicle right here. So let's just hope this workshop has some ladders to use because they're heavy. And we wouldn't want to scratch the car, right?
So the plugs came out rather easily. So now we are trying to remove the glue from the top of the roof. And that is turning out to be quite a hassle. It is really, really sticky. We're trying to heat it up, but you have like 2 seconds to scrape it off until it's too sticky to go anywhere. So this is probably going to take a while, but it's getting along slowly.
Installing the roof rack was not too difficult, but we're glad we did it before starting on the interior stuff, which would have made it harder to access these bolts that secure the rails on top. Having all this space on top of the roof will be great. It feels like we're always looking for more storage and clever solutions for bringing certain gear. And we're thrilled to find out what we end up equipping the roof rack with. Stay tuned for the next episode, in which we'll keep chopping holes in the van, struggle with electrical wiring, and all the other stuff and challenges that come along. Doesn't look like a camper van at all.
Minst nog det.